hell is a herd?
The Pittsburgh Steelers took a loss to the Buffalo Bills at home 26-7. And while that game was getting ready to end, Steelers fan let Mike Tomlin know they wanted him gone. We got to talk about it. And then the Indianapolis Colts lose another game. Are they losing control of the AFC South? We got to talk about it. And then the Los Angeles Rams get a major wake-up call versus a good Carolina team. You got a lot to talk about, lots to break down, but before we do, you got to hear the music first.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into another episode of NFL Central, your number one spot for everything NFL. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by Steve-O. So if y'all tuned in, ready to talk some football talk, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe because it's getting real crazy around the NFL. Steve-O, what about them slated games yesterday, bro?
Hey, it was cracking, it was busting, and some shit happened. I think a
Hey,
lot of people weren't expecting.
for real, bro. I ain't expect because I looked at the slate. I'm like, hold on, let me tune into this Shador game. Okay, Kevin Stefanski, what we doing, bro? That's all I gotta say. What we doing? Los Angeles Rams get a wake up call. What we doing? Indianapolis Colts. We got a lot to talk about, but let's talk about that game in the midday slot versus the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills, Steve-O. The Buffalo Bills beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 26-7 to where the Steelers, everything looks bad. Offense looked bad on the 4th and 2. They called a weird ass run play and just pretty much couldn't do anything all day offensively. And then my man's James cooked. He grabbed the apron, he grabbed his chef hat, and James absolutely cooked. 144 yards on 32 carries. Buffalo Bills, you have the formula. What are we going to do moving forward? But Steve-O, thoughts on the game, but then also talk about how the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, they fed up with Mike Tomlin, and the Boo Birds came down and they said, fire Mike Tomlin.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. For one, it was a statement game for Bills because I definitely was asking more of this running game throughout the season. And I felt like they needed to have a game where they established the run with intent in the last few games of the seasons because you're going to have to use James Cook as a bevy of the rest of their weapons in the run game in the playoffs. So it was good to see them go out there, and the game plan was to run on the defense that, is a pretty good defense, but no, they could be had in the run game as we as Bears fans and the rest of the league know. And they came out there, did as such. They won the line. They won the game in the trenches. That D-line couldn't do nothing with that O-line. It was gaps and holes everywhere for James Cook to exploit, and he got 144 yards on 32 attempts. And credit to Sean. His name is Sean, right? The coach.
Yeah, Sean McDermott.
Sean McDermott. Yeah, credit to Sean McDermott is real because you stick to the game. We know a lot of people with head coaches and with offensive minded tendencies, they tend to change shit up, try to get their MVP quarterback in the game, get their rhythm going. But he said, no, we running the ball at will. That's what we're gonna stick with. Kudos to you. Now, like you said and iterated in the beginning, in a city that has smoking steel, it's gonna be fucking just steam and fire because they tired of this shit. It ain't black and yellow no more. It's just black. I don't know if you know this, Bobby, but at the end, I believe in the beginning of the 4th quarter, they play a song called Renegade. Oh, mama, boo! Boo! Them niggas boo Renegade. That's when you know it, bro. It's on my 25 years of living. I have never in my life heard them boo Renegade. Mike Tomlin, if I can't say you're gone because this organization loves you, the family of this organization love you, but Rooney's, it's time. I'm sorry, it's time. I get it. He's consistent, but y'all consistently mid. That's not what you want to be known for. Y'all known for getting to the bowl. Y'all have a history of winning championships. Now y'all have a history of being mid. It, I'm sorry. And this hurt to say because he's a fellow brethren, and I will all it's hard for me to say I don't want a brother to be at his head coach because we know that comes few far many. But it's time. They these last two games for the Steelers have illustrated they no longer have the same fight for this coach no more. It's been evident in the past, but it's completely evident now. That defense is gone. Tomlin defense is not effective no more. That's the last line of defense for him.
It is. Well, I agree with you 100%.
Probably is going straight in.
Bro, they gave up 249 yards on the ground. When the last time we heard that about a Pittsburgh Steelers defense? And I'm with you. Mike Tomlin, he was able to hang his hat on. His defense was going to be good, but his offense, they ain't had no quarterback. They struggled, you know what I'm saying, offensive line. But, hey, we got to start looking at you when we keep getting the same results, Mike Tomlin, simply because you went out there and made major moves in the draft and the offseason to bolster up this defense, and they ain't got it. Then y'all waited 3 years and 2 days and 25 seconds for Aaron Rodgers to sign, and he ain't got it. Steve-O, I'm 100% with you, bro. Mike Tomlin, it's time to go. Mike Tomlin, it is time to go and figure out something else. See, Steve-O, I got a great solution for Mike Tomlin. Walk in there, part ways with them mutually, and just put it out that we have mutually agreed to part ways. And then go be the coach for the New York Giants. They got the quarterback, so you ain't got to worry about the quarterback. You already got a good defensive line in place and it's solid. You just go ahead there and build out some more. You got your number one wide receiver. That's a solution for Mike Tomlin. Move on, and you can handle the media in New York.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, Bobby. That motherfucker, Mike Tomlin's got a better chance getting accepted to a Klan rally than getting the head coach job for New York. I don't think that's gonna happen. Now, would that be the perfect scenario? Yeah. You got a D line ready. That defense is almost finished. You just gotta do some finishing touches in the draft and some signings. And the offense, there's some bones on that offense. You just gotta put some finishing touches on it. And I with you, I would do it. But if we know anything about the history of the goddamn Giants, them niggas not going to get no Mike Tomlin. Now, with that being said, I do think there will be plenty of other jobs that'll be available for him, such as not only I won't be. I mean, people might think it's beneath him, but you still a DC at heart. Go be a DC somewhere for a couple years. Like if you want to be honest, he's been the head coach for how many years?
Like over 15.
Over 15. That's over fucking 15. Stressful.
Yeah. He probably do need a breather.
Like that's my thing. Like, and he's still young enough to where like I feel like in a couple years, if he wants to go back into the head coach position, he can. But especially now, there's some things you can tidy things up on, sharpen up your defensive skills, sharpen up your offensive mind skills, learning some different schemes, being around some other people, watching somebody else be in full command of being the head coach and an OC. There will be plenty of jobs out there that be looking for a DC as well as a head coach. But as far as Philly, as Pittsburgh, your tenure should be done. You should be done with it. The team is done with it. Well, I don't know, but the fans of the team is definitely done with it.
Yeah, they do.
And based on the product of your team, your fucking team is done with it.
Yeah, and then you got Aaron Rodgers going to the podium saying, well, we guys got to show up to meetings. Guys got to show up to meetings.
And I can't wait for a motherfucker. Well, I would, but if the quarterback wasn't high in the meeting, we'd be good.
I'm telling you. But, hey, maybe go pull a Mike Vrabel. Take a year off. Take a year off. Cause Steve, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was gonna throw out Atlanta. Got your
I,
offense
that
is set.
now that's 100%. Them niggas will take them in a heartbeat.
Mike Tomlin to Atlanta. Your offense is set. You got players on offense. All O-line good. You got
And you
question
got
at
some
quarterback.
you got bones on defense as well.
Yeah, you got two young draft picks that you drafted this year, and you still got some good players that they picked up. I'm just saying,
It's
but he
just the
might have to
QB
pull a
situation.
Mike Vrabel.
I'm with you. That's what I say. Take a break. Like I said, you've been well over 15. Like, I think he got the job before I was born. I think he was like 2000, 2001. 2000. I was born 2000. So either the year I was born he drafted or the year after.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. But hey, we'll see, man. Let us know how y'all feeling about Mike Tomlin and them Pittsburgh Steelers fans being done with him. Steve-O, now it's time to move on to Indy. Good old Indy. Bro, at one point, we thought the Indianapolis Colts were going to run away with the AFC South. We thought that they was going to be able to take care of business. But after some crucial losses in the last few weeks, one coming against the lowly Pittsburgh Steelers, then one coming against the Kansas City Chiefs in OT, then yesterday coming versus the Houston Texans. Now they only a game up to clinch the AFC South. And what is going wrong? A lot. And Danny Dimes, he dropping dimes, not the good dimes. He losing his money because you was on your way to make $100 million like Sam Darnold. It ain't looking too good right now for Danny Dimes after taking that loss last night versus the Houston Texans. And in your opinion, do you think that the Colts are losing the AFC South because they still got games versus the Jacksonville Jaguars next week? They got Seattle, San Francisco, the Jags, and Houston to end the season. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think they figured out a little bit. Plus, your quarterback is hurt, and he just don't look the same. Like, I mean, he didn't play terrible, but he didn't play his best game either. But they figured it out. If you can stop the run game, that team can be had. And don't get me wrong, Jonathan had a pretty solid day, but he didn't have a Jonathan Taylor day. 21 yards, 85, only 4 yards a carry. I say that's pretty much shutting them down for the most part.
Yep.
As best as you can, as well as he didn't let nobody else. Outside of that, there was only 2 people that got rushes: the tight end and the goddamn quarterback, and they were all for a yard. If that, I don't even think Ty Warren got a yard. He got stuck behind the sticks. So yeah, when you have a team that's heavy run game, but you have some problems in the pass game, this is the type of game that happens. You stop the run for the most part, and they got in position where they had to pass. And when you have to pass, and you got pass rushers like Will Anderson and Hunter, and as well as a bevy of other people on that D line for Houston, you could tell all the dogs to go march, and that's what they did. And they wasn't able to get down the field to tie the game, and they lost. So, quite frankly, I could see the same scenario happen for 4 out of the 5 weeks that we finna see. Seattle can get after your ass. 49ers can get after your ass. Jags might necessarily get after your ass, but they're competitive.
Yes.
And Texas got your number now. You got it. That's a mental break y'all got to go through now. So I'm not completely down and out because it would be wrong to just completely be down and out with them, because at the end of the day, them motherfuckers was rolling for 7-6 straight.
Yeah.
But like I said, once a league start figuring you out, and you don't and like I said, your injury, because I think they say he got a fractured tibia or something like that. You can see it's some limitation in how he moving in that pocket and how he throwing that ball. He can't put all that pressure and all that weight and all that. If especially if he get touched. If he get touched, it's almost over. He going down.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all about this O-line. If they could protect them as long as possible and get this run game back into how it was a week prior, they'll be all right. But if they can't get this run game going again, this pass game get back elevated, it's gonna be a long stretch.
Sure is. The Indianapolis Colts, and I want to make I said that they have a game up. Correction. The Jacksonville Jaguars lead the division now.
Yep.
Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, they got a lot to figure out ASAP, and we all commended the owner for being on the field. Baby, it's time to go back up. Get your ass up.
Because your ass, none of your notes is working right now.
Ain't none of them notes coming through no more. Go chill out, baby. We appreciate it. You were showing some heart being engaged with your team, but the Indianapolis Colts, Steve-O, I don't know. Yeah, because the Houston Texans, they got some games on that defense, bro, is legit. They got a Sunday night matchup this upcoming week versus the Kansas City Chiefs, and then Arizona. Come on, man. The Raiders, the Chargers, and Indy to end the season. They can very well run off these games because the defense is championship ready. The biggest question is you're gonna get the best out of CJ Stroud in your offense, but the defense is ready. And they're going to keep you in games. They're going to keep you in games. It's just CJ Stroud. You just got to come through when your team needs you, and you're going to be able to run off these games because you're going up against the Kansas City Chiefs, and their offensive line is hurt, and their offense is staggering out. So the Indianapolis Colts, bro, for what was once looked at as a team that can take the division, yeah, I think that the Indianapolis Colts, they losing control of this AFC South, and they got to get it together expeditiously.
Indeed.
All right, to end off the day, Steve-O, we got to talk about the Los Angeles Rams. Me personally, I'm not going to discount them. I still think they one of the best teams in the NFL. I think that they had a bad game from Matthew Stafford. He went 28 straight. He threw 28 straight touchdowns, broke the record, and then threw, I think, 3 interceptions.
Oh.
Bro, so for you in your mind, is this just a wake-up call, or is it more to come with this?
I mean, you could look at this game in multiple aspects. It's you can look at it as a wake up call, like, okay, we good, but we can still get our ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta sharpen up. And I think every team of any great or good team needs that smack in the face.
Yep.
So this was a real good smack in the face, and it was a wake up. It was a look at Carolina's and ain't the same Carolina either.
Facts.
They working. They and we said, and a lot of people said it. Not saying us, but people like Chad Ochocinco, like, bro, do you Carolina motherfucker? And we said it too. Like, this D line got some money in it. Like, this defense got some money in it, shows. And then you get a good run game with it. You take pressure off your quarterback. Now your quarterback out there's dropping dimes. I mean, that's the recipe of football. Everybody out here wanted to look pretty and just immediately start throwing the ball all over the place. That's not how it works. That's not necessarily how it works. As far as I'm concerned, building your defense up, building your trenches up, again, establishing a run game opens up your whole team to whatever you want it to be.
I agree.
And that's what you're seeing it. So I'm not like, if they lost to a team that they shouldn't have no bent, like Panthers has beaten some teams, some playoff teams this year.
Yep.
They lost to the goddamn Giants. Okay, now I'm worried. But you lost to a formidable opponent, in my opinion.
Bro, this is crazy. This is diabolical for the Carolina Panthers. Steve-O, they got that win. Now they go into a bye week.
Ew.
They go into a bye week now. And then to end the season, Saints, Bucks, Seattle, Bucks. They could very well find themselves in the mix. I'm not saying they're going to make
the hardest game is the Seahawks.
Exactly. But to your point, this is why we be talking about the trenches a lot, because in my personal opinion, with all the turnovers that they accumulated versus the San Francisco 49ers last week, if they lean on Rico Dowdle, who been going crazy,
they dangerous.
You win the game. You win the game. And they do got some hitters on their list. They beat the Cowboys this year. They beat the Packers this year.
Yep.
And bro, you took care of business yesterday versus the Rams. They coming. They improving. So I think that
it's crazy how they remind us of us.
Yeah. It's crazy, right? But I think for the Los Angeles Rams' sake, you needed a wake-up call like this. You flying high, Matthew Stafford ain't turning the ball over, you whooping everybody's ass, you are able to tee off, you got championship aspirations. You needed this to say, all right, we need to get it back in order. Mm-hmm. We need to make sure that we refocus, re-energize, and lock in moving down as we continue to finish off this season. I still think they the best team in the NFC.
Yeah.
and I think that the Seattle Seahawks is close. But I think that when you look at both teams and the Seahawks and the Rams, the quarterback you trust most is Matty Ice.
Every time.
Matty Ice. Stafford.
With my eyes closed.
Yo, bro, he cold. He cold. And I think he'll be at his best when all the chips are pushed in the middle of the table.
Especially he pretty good at the bad weeks too.
Yep. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see. But hey, I ain't gonna say that the Rams are in trouble. I ain't going that far. It's just a bad loss to a good team. And they still was in the game. It's not like they got blew out.
It was a shootout.
Yeah, it was cold. And shout out to Bryce Young. That game winning touchdown on 4th down to go for the money shot.
It was nice.
To go for the money shot.
That little motherfucker.
Guts.
That little motherfucker could play.
He could play. He just got to be consistent.
And I'm sorry, that just it Bryce make it real hard for Kyler because you ain't got no excuse. Y'all niggas the same motherfucker.
Hey, Steve.
Y'all the same height. I ain't trying to hit.
Steve-O, this offseason, if you the Minnesota Vikings, you looking at Kyler Murray?
No.
Fair enough.
I mean,
it'll be interesting. Bro, because you got to find a solution.
Yeah. No. Yeah. If I'm, I have to think about it.
What about Mac Jones?
Yeah.
That's the one?
Yeah. If I had to pick, no, that's my point. You can make both work, to my opinion. But based on what I'm more comfortable with, I go get Mac Jones because what I gotta teach out of him versus what I gotta teach out of Kyler is more and more or less of a hassle.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because I see two things. I just don't see if it don't work for Matt. Like let's say that all goes right and Matt Jones is a Viking. If it don't work, it's Matt Jones.
Right.
I look at it I look at it like multiple scenarios with Kyler. Kyler gonna fuck it up. 2, it might work. 3, you might fuck the whole team up because McConnell is gonna get mad as hell because why the fuck this nigga don't want to do shit. I tell him. This nigga don't want to go to. He don't want to watch this. Stay at my house and watch tape. This nigga ain't looking what I tell him to do. He going out there.
Battlefield 6.
He want to play Battlefield 6. He out there calling audibles on plays. I know it's a touchdown. So it's like that. That's my thing. It's like if he could get Kyler and unlock him, you got a franchise motherfucker for the next 10 years. And he got all the special spidey senses to come with it. But if you get Mac Jones, I think that's just more consistent. You ain't got to worry about shit. You ain't got to worry about his personality. You ain't got to worry about outside shit. You ain't got to worry about this nigga throwing 4 touchdowns because this nigga was up at 3 o'clock in the morning playing for Minecraft.
Yeah, I think that for the Minnesota Vikings, the best solution is to take a flyer on Mac Jones to bring in competition for J.J. McCarthy. And what's hurting J.J. McCarthy is the man keep getting hurt. But I would definitely take a low risk, high reward type of scenario and call San Francisco. Hey, man, what y'all want for Mac? No, well, he should be available, I believe. But either way,
whatever it is, figure it out.
He coming in for competition.
I ain't gonna lie. I think that nigga lying. Talking about he got on. He's picking up symptoms in the when he was going to the airport. All right, but motherfucker, that nigga said I don't want to play. Fuck is you talking about?
And you gotta keep Justin Jefferson engaged. And
that's exactly what happened. Just say, nigga, if y'all play this nigga next week, I'm not playing for the rest of the year.
Yo, the real. Hey, cause no lie though, what's supposed to be a security blanket is right there for a young quarterback. All goes wrong. JJ. I forgot what I was supposed to go first read. Where's Justin Jefferson at?
It's like having a dog, a pit bull, and that motherfucker break in the house.
Yeah.
That's definitely just looking at y'all ass. I ain't got shit to say.
The real. That damn pit don't do what he's supposed to do. You getting out.
My mama. Don't saw him an alarm. Don't bite a motherfucker just sitting there.
Bro, the real. You gotta go. But hey. Well, man. Good show today. You got anything left, bro?
I'm sorry, old miss, but it is what it is.
Oh, dude, bogus.
It is what it is, bro. I don't like it, but it's just like, folks,
that's the rules that you got to work with.
And that's what he's doing. He's complained about the rules. Now he finna just say, all right, I'm finna abuse this shit now. Y'all finna give me 20 mil? on top of 20 mil to play with. I'm going to LSU. I'm finna have 8 motherfuckers like Ohio State, and we finna run this shit.
On the real. It's crazy. But hey, that is it from us today, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of NFL Central. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. We appreciate y'all over here. Make sure you always love football. This is a spot, no matter who you a fan of, you can come and talk good football talk, man, going on around the league. So we appreciate y'all. Make sure you always love football, and we'll catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.